Okay, first at 6, you win some, you lose some, and that goes for the city of Providence and the police department, forced to take back a cop accused of hitting a handcuffed suspect. All of it caught on tape and playing out in and out of court for years. Hello again, everybody. I'm Gene Belicenti.
And I'm Emily Voles. Now a panel decides he won't be fired as the city wanted. Brian Crandall is here with the follow-up to the ruling we reported Friday night. Brian?
Well, Emily, Gene, in its decision, a law enforcement officer's Bill of Rights, or LEOBOR panel, found Sergeant Joseph Hanley violated some rules after the suspect was cuffed, but that he should be suspended for 45 days, not fired. Hanley's lawyer tells me he plans to go back to work and wants back pay for all those years he's been out. Despite having pleaded no contest 6 months ago in a criminal case to assaulting a suspect, Providence Police Sergeant Joseph Hanley will keep his job.
You want to be a big tough guy?
Hanley was seen in body camera and witness video in April 2020, putting his knee on the back of Rishod Gore and apparently hitting Gore after he was handcuffed. Gore was being arrested for disorderly conduct as police responded to an incident involving someone else. Through the LEOBOR process, the police department wanted to fire Hanley, but the panel, in a 2-to-1 vote, went with the 45-day suspension instead.
I agree with the police department. The community would agree with the police department.
Supreme Richardson heads Black Lives Matter Rhode Island.
There's clear evidence to say the sergeant did lose his temper. He's human. I got that. But he's also on the job. It's clearly an officer who has no control.
But the LEOBOR panel's decision claims there's no clear evidence Hanley kicked Gore's head, as claimed, and finds Hanley's knee was on his shoulder, not his neck. And the panel wrote that, quote, there are often significant differences between how a use of force incident appears to the public and how it is evaluated from a law enforcement perspective. The decision also claims politics appear to have been involved, that the move to fire Hanley came after George Floyd's high-profile death at the hands of police in Minnesota not long after, and that former Mayor Jorge Elorza had politicized police matters before. The panel says the 45-day suspension is the initial punishment the city was going to give Hanley. Hanley's lawyer writes in a statement that after George Floyd, quote, no one wanted to touch the Hanley case or fairly examine its evidence. Providence's police chief now says he disagrees with the LEOBOR decision that, quote, when we can't hold officers accountable, we put our community at risk and lose trust. Now, a law passed last year in Rhode Island will expand the makeup of those LEOBOR panels beyond the current 3, which currently includes someone the officer picks and a representative of the police department, as was the case here. And in the Hanley case, the Providence Police Department's pick, its second in command, wrote a stinging dissent to the decision, saying Hanley used unjustifiable and unreasonable violence, and that Hanley has lied and that he's admitted to criminal conduct in court. I'm Brian Crandall, NBC 10 News.